Hello, I'm Jackson Burns. I'm the Redneck Archaeologist. Today we're going to talk about redneck and what redneck means. A lot of people think it's hillbilly, which, you know, that could be part of it, but redneck really might not mean what you think it means. Actually, it's a term of respect and not a derogatory slang. As Wikipedia says, it's a derogatory slang. It means to be redneck. The true meaning of the word redneck. So keep watching. You may learn some. Get you some learning. In Scotland, in the 1640s, there was a movement called the Covenanters, and basically they signed manifestos. They were against the bishops and the Catholic Church, and they signed manifestos with their own blood. And many people these same people wore red cloths around their necks. These people were called rednecks by the English ruling class. This was used to note that they were rebels against the army and members of the rebel faction in the what was called the Bishops' War. And later on, as time went on, and those that lived along the Scottish frontier were known as rednecks, they became more and more known as Presbyterians. The term came from redneck to Presbyterians, so they became Presbyterians, and basically it evolved into that. The earliest known use in America of the term Presbyterian or redneck was in 1830 at the Presbyterians of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Now, historically, redneck is a historically derogatory slang term used as in reference to poor white farmers in the southern United States. By the 1900s, redneck was in common use to designate political opponents or coalitions of poor white farmers in the South, inhabitants of rural districts, men who work in the field as a matter of course, generally have their skin stained red and burnt by the sun. Especially, this is true to the back of their neck. By the 1970s, the terms redneck became a slang and became a derogatory, offensive word. Rednecks in the United States was through the United Mine Workers of America, the UMW, and rival miners' unions appropriated both the term redneck and the use of the red bandana and scarf around their neck for their own, to build multiracial unions. Chiefly poor white farmers proudly identified themselves as redneck in order to build multiracial unions of white, black, and immigrant workers in the strike-ridden coal fields of northern and central Appalachians, or Appalachia, between 1912 and 1936. That was whenever they had all the problems and they brought out all the weapons and the guns in the United States Army to massacre innocent people who were trying to make a living. So remember, the next time that you call anybody a redneck, you're basically calling him a union member. All the use of redneck, and this became synonymous with a union member. And so many times those who wore these scarves or who are rednecks are actually members of the unions, and usually a mine union, miners type union. So this is where the term redneck in America, as far as that goes, originated from. It actually means a union member that worked in the coal mines of the United States of America, bringing industry to this country. You stand for brotherhood, independence, and helping those who cannot be helped. Redneckery. That's what we're all about here at the Redneck Archaeologist. But you know, we've had other guys, Jeff Foxworthy, Ron White, and Larry the Cable Guy. He's from Nebraska. He's not even a Southerner. Come on, guys. Anyhow, you know, to me, I'm proud to be a redneck, and that's what Redneck Archaeologist is all about. We're here to change the tune about redneckism. We're going to show you that we can actually bring you education, comedy, and a real life situation, real world situations that most people outside the cities never realized, never even knew existed. And that's what we're here for. So keep watching the Redneck Archaeologist show. We'll be back next week.